Hey guys, good morning and welcome back to the Updike Family Homestead. So today's video is a unique one because we are sharing our experiences from our last camping adventure in Cherokee, North Carolina. But I wanted to share a little bit of information before that part of the video gets started. For those of you that don't know, my great-great-grandmother was Cherokee Native American. And even though there is some, not really debate within our family, but some people believe that she was part Tuscarora, which the Tuscarora Native Americans kind of blended with the Cherokee Native Americans. So anyway, my grandmother says it's Cherokee. My dad says it's Tuscarora. So either way, there is Native in my blood. There's probably Native in many of your family history, but I've always been very connected to that lineage, to that background in my life. And so anyway, husband surprised me and planned a camping adventure for our family in Cherokee, and we stayed at just this beautiful campground. It's very small, it's not well known. It's called Grumpy Bear Campground. We'll show you a picture in this next part of the video, but I highly recommend it. We stayed on this amazing piece of property, and it was just very peaceful and very relaxing. And so while we were there, you know, Colin and Haley both, really all of us really wanted to find shops, because unfortunately, you know, many of the shops that are in these places that we visit, they're, I don't want to say a tourist trap, but it's where a lot of tourists will go shopping. And we didn't want anything like that. We wanted to find authentic Native American culture. And so one of the first places that we visited was the Qualla Arts and Crafts, and it's Qualla, Qualla Arts and Crafts, and it's kind of like a museum slash art gallery. And I was just fascinated with the history that was there, especially the basket weaving. And these are pottery, basket weaving, jewelry making. These are skills that are still taught in the school there in Cherokee. And so I just was so interested in that, and how much time and effort in the process of basket weaving. And if you've never researched that, I highly recommend going and actually looking through that. A few of the books that I picked up while we were there, Native American or American Indian Cooking and Herb Lore, Cherokee Plants and Their Uses. I was so excited to find this, and it's actually really neat because, and it might be backwards on your screen, but it has the Cherokee language as well as American language. And then the other one that I picked up was Cherokee Stories from the Past, or of the Past, and it's written by Roy Cantrell. This was just a really neat, it's a short book, it's not like very big, but I got this after we went to the Qualla Arts and Crafts, and I was starting to read it on the way home, and a lot of the history that we learned in the arts and crafts place was also in this book, and so I just thought that was really cool. So if you get a chance to visit Cherokee, there are a few authentic Native shops that I would highly recommend. One of them is Medicine Man Craft Shop. Super sweet people. They actually had a lot of the medicinal herbs that I use myself, and they were kind of intrigued that I knew what I knew about herbal medicine and the uses of them. So that was kind of cool to get to talk to them. We also went to Twisted Sister. Now, Twisted Sister, I don't believe is an authentic shop, but it was just a really cool shop, and I bought this beautifully colored rooster for my yard, because of course if you've seen our garden and how colorful it is, the rooster just matches perfectly with it, and I was so excited to get it. I couldn't talk my husband into letting me get the giant rooster, so we got a smaller one. Maybe one day he'll let me get the giant one. We also went to Talking Leaves, which is a book. Yes, Talking Leaves. It's a bookstore. That's where I got these books. And I think Haley got a book about Cherokee women, specifically Cherokee women. So I can't wait to get my hands on that one and read that one. Traditional Hands is also an authentic, and that's where they make it themselves. He is the only silversmith in Cherokee. So like he made this necklace, and I just love it. It has a tree on it. I don't know if you can see it, but it's something that I can wear all the time. I can pair it with other things, and I don't know, I just love it. We also wanted to go, well, we did go, but not through the whole thing. The Museum of the Cherokee Indian, that one was just, it was just a really cool place to go. So I wanted to kind of give an introduction to what you're gonna see here. We visited, like I said, we stayed at Grumpy Bear Campground, and we did not go to the Koala Village because the owners of Grumpy Bear said, hey, Saturday we're going to have a Native American family come in, and they're going to do like a storytelling and a dance for all of the guests. And I said, oh, Jamie, I was like, because that's what I call James, Jamie, we have to go to that. Can we please go to that? So, or come back to the campground in time for this. And of course, you know, he absolutely, the kids wanted to be back in time, and so we made sure that we got back in time. I was able to lay down and rest for a little bit, and I started making dinner, and it was still kind of chilly, so I was making a beef stew over the campfire, and so I'm cutting and chopping and adding all of my spices and my herbs and things like that. And this gentleman who was a native said, oh my gosh, he's like, what are you cooking? It smells so good. And I said, oh, it's beef stew. And I said, you guys are more than welcome to join us for dinner. Because that's just, you know, who I am, and that's our hospitality. And so anyway, we got to talking, and I said, oh, it would just be so awesome if you would let me do an interview with you for our YouTube channel, because I would love for my viewers to see more about Native culture. And so the interview was with Jonathon Dane Feather, and Mr. Feather was just a great spirit, and I don't know, I just really enjoyed meeting him and his two daughters. The two women that you're going to see dancing, those are both his children, and then the younger man that is there is kind of like a nephew without being like blood related. But anyway, so at the end of everything, and you know, of course, they all came and ate dinner with us, and we got to spend some really great quality time that we would not have gotten if we had gone anywhere else. But at the end, Mr. Feather gifted me with this beautiful print. Look at this. Isn't that, it's gorgeous. It was just such a special and meaningful gift to me. It was his brother's, and he felt like I was, you know, good enough to pass this down to, and I am going to obviously get this framed and hung up in our house. And so without further ado, here is our good friend Jonathon Dane Feather and his family at Grumpy Bear Campground in Cherokee, North Carolina.
Feather.
Me asking, how old are you?
I'm 56.
Wow. Now, have you grown up here your whole life?
I grew up here. And I went away, went to the military, went to school in Utah, and lived in Virginia when I was in the military.
Where did you live at in Virginia?
Norfolk.
That's our area. That's where we're originally from. Like, right, we were about an hour from Norfolk, I guess, in Petersburg, Richmond area. Okay, so how long have you been dancing?
I started when I was about 10 years old.
Really? Wow. Wow. What is it like? Is there a particular dance that means something specific?
I used to do the hoop dance and was top 10 in the world for several years.
Oh.
I started out mountain clogging.
Really?
Yeah.
Like Appalachian mountain clogging?
Appalachian mountain clogging.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow.
A lot of natives around here, and even in the Northwest, they do what they call jigging in Canada.
Okay.
And that's very popular. Similar to mountain clogging.
Jigging and mountain. I'm gonna have to research that one because I have not.
Canadian Indians. It's similar, but not the same.
Gotcha. What is something that you wish that more people knew about you, Cherokee? The misconception that
all Cherokees are blonde-headed and blue-eyed, and that we don't speak our language. That's kind of a misconception that I've gained throughout the years. And I just, like me, I don't speak fluently, but I speak enough to conversate with someone, on a basic level. Like I can introduce myself. Zan Ugita Taguto Ayog Zalag Nole Lakota Degawa Dani Langa de Guena Shan Ost Iguhida. I said, my name is John Feather, I'm Cherokee in Lakota, and I welcome you to my home. I hope you're having a good day.
Wow, it's such a beautiful language. Like,
it is. Some of our language was adapted, like we say hello, it's shio, kind of sounds like hello. I personally believe that we don't have a word for hello or goodbye. I mean, it's kind of like slang. Because why would you say hello to someone? If you see them, they're there. You don't have to just say, how are you?
Right,
Just acknowledge, if you acknowledge them, I see you.
I see you. My eyes are on you.
Yeah, and to me, that's basically what you're saying is I see you.
So
for me, hello and goodbye are kind of like, I don't want to say useless, but not really. You don't have. I don't have to say hello to you, because if I'm coming to see you, I already see you. I already see you. If I'm coming to work with you or something, let's get to work.
Yeah,
let's
I'm
get
here.
What we're doing. Yeah. And if you're saying goodbye, that means you're leaving. That means you're going to the next world.
And I'm not ready to do that.
Yeah. Don't say goodbye, because I'll see you again.
Gotcha.
We'll see each other again.
That is awesome. I never even thought about that. That's really cool.
And when we do leave this earth, you can tell me bye. You can tell me bye. That's cool. I don't have no problem with that. But while we're here, let's enjoy each other while we're here.
Favorite part about Native American culture, Cherokee culture?
I would say, besides the dances, songs, and the language. I love the language. I love speaking my language. There you go. Put that one down. Oh, these are good scripts.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. This time I'm going to render a prayer.
I love the music.
Oh, and one other thing I'd like you to know about natives is that we're not stoic people. You know, a lot of people think that.
All the time.
You know, we like to laugh and we like to joke and we like to tease around. You know? The what? Wrong song. What? Oh, shoot. My bad. Colin. I'm sorry. What was your mom's name? Kara. I'm sorry, Kara. I sang the wrong song. That was the Cherokee wedding. I sang the Cherokee. Colin. This is I kind of made it into a chicken dance, grass dance outfit, and it's fully beaded. Every bead was placed on there one at a time, and a friend of mine did it. God, I can't remember. Millen was his name. It cost about $7,000 for the whole get up. I had moccasins, but I don't know where they went to. So.
It's an absolutely beautiful attire. Do the colors represent anything?
No, I just like the colors. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? The Jingle Bell Song.